Greetings and welcome back to the City of Anoon, where police offers small storage space with secure doors for rent. Call 911 for more information. Oh, such sass. Right, okay, let's head down here and start work on our new residential district. Now, once again, I'm going to go with the one-way central system. So we'll have a one-way road coming up about here, and then branching off. We want some good... Well, it's not really a shore. It's more a cliff. It's definitely waterfront. That's beautiful, honestly. I wouldn't mind living somewhere like that. Except for all the sun. Let's bring it up about here, then. Around about there. Where we're going to have a bit of a curve coming up to... Okay, maybe back here up to about there. So I wanted to try and... Ah, damn it. Okay, let's peel this back then. I want this one-way road to curve a little bit more. About there. It's got a little bit of a curve to follow the shape of this area. Now, from here, I want straight roads to around there. Then a curve. A reasonable curve this time. Yes. And then down to meet this road. No, we want that about there then. That's a bit better. It's an odd shape, I know, but hopefully it'll be a nice shape to live near. And we want the curve to kind of move around there. We actually want some houses on the very edge this time. So I don't want the curve to try to follow the... be too close to the waterfront. So we bring that down, start curving about there, and then follow it up. Something like this. And... then a sharp curve. Actually, no. I would like this double road to continue on down to about there. I'm using the curve tool improperly here. I should be using straight roads. Nope. Thank you. Okay, we won't be having any houses there. We've created a second cliff. I'm fairly certain if they start building there, though, it should fix itself. So, let's actually... We're going to need some utilities over here. Let's get some power. It's going to be expensive. We'll drop the power right bang smack there. 720. I can live with that. Then we're going to want the water doing the same thing. So, once again, all the way across to about there. Then, following this road up... kind of. I dislike having these curves with the pipes, honestly. But I don't think I'm going to get away from that in this case. We don't need to make a loop, but I'm going to. This one is just going to have to live with a straight pipe. And then this comes out a little bit there, and out a little bit there. Because eventually all of this is going to be residential. Now then. We're going to start with filling in the outside first. It's a bit of a change from the norm. We want all of this lovely waterfront property filled in. There we go. Start. Let's see how this goes. There we go. They're already starting to build. Fantastic. I approve. There we are. Now they're going to have to come all the way up there, up and around to get to their houses, but that's fine. I could, if I want to, have a little swifter exit over there. If I absolutely must. I prefer them to use the roundabout, though. As for around here, I think we'll have a road coming up to about this point. And then a big old curve heading up here. Something like that. Maybe not. How about a curve like that? Ooh, could make an interesting junction there. Very interesting junction. I'd prefer not to, though. The only problem that I've got right now is that this is kind of a pretty severe turn if I do it like this. Yeah, I don't like that being so severe, so let's try it like this instead. Wow, that's even worse. How did you manage to make a worse one? Okay, still no traffic lights. That's kind of interesting, actually. We are not going to accept that, then. If that's going to be such an interesting junction, I'll go with it straight away. Can we bring that down? No, we need it for about there. There we go. That's a nice, interesting shape. And I'll leave some space for parks and the like. Actually, let me experiment a little bit more. So all I seem to do is experiment. I'll bring this out there, and then take the curve down there. I don't quite like that sharp of a turn. Let's take this back. No. I could have it turn up there, I suppose. Bit of an interesting curve, but I'm really, really using the space poorly at that point. No, I think we'll go with my original plan. Have this come up there, have it come out to about there, then have it curve down to meet... Ooh. Have it curve down to meet the other junction. Just as soon as I can delete that. There we go. Something like this. It's quite a severe curve, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get away from that. That looks odd. Last time, I promise. Okay? I'm going to get people shouting at me in the comments that you spent this long doing one road. I don't care. I made the road awesome. That's all that matters. Why? Oh, I've got no money. I spent all my money on it. I'm a terrible mayor. Okay. Well, we've got this area now. I'm more or less okay with it. Could be a little bit more okay, but I'm using this area very, very poorly. Is there really any point in having that area so poorly optimized? I could have that just... Oh. You know, I've been struggling to get this road done, where the answer was just staring me in the face the whole time. Run this straight across. Then have the curve start here. Bring this out. And then have it curve over. There we go. That is much better. Ah, my lord. Why did it take me so long to realise that? That hurts my brain. Oh well. Right, we want to fill out this area. We've still got a fairly high demand for residential. So let's get some more residential built. And I know I could be packing them in like rats if I wanted to, but my lord, I've given them this lovely view of the river and the ocean, actually. Well, actually, that's more of a... Well, yeah, the ocean over there. I'm not going to pack them in like rats. I refuse. We can use this area for services, perhaps. There we go. How are we doing for water? Doing okay. Doing alright for that as well. Ah, there we go. Fantastic. Ah, that's very nice. Also, our taxes are going up. That is also very nice. Now then, let's get a road going down here. I would say this one should just curve up by itself. Like that. There we go. We won't have a central one there. We'll have this area for maybe a road coming up here to a park or something in the future. Something like that. But for now, I actually quite like this. Or I could have another one-way road going up that way. No. Again, I don't want to pack them in like rats. Eventually, this would be a good place for high-rises, but... so, I mean, I would be packing them in a little bit more densely. But for now, I'm alright with this. We go, how do these houses look on the edge here now? Do they look okay? Yeah, they actually do. There's some steep stuff going on. I mean, really? That looks pretty bad, actually. My lord. But we've pulled down the residential demand considerably. There's a fire. Is anyone attending to this? Yes, they are. Well done. Did you save them? You did! Now, if they get burnt up enough, they'll be destroyed completely. You notice how that's basically completely filling in the area? Did you manage to save it? Oh, you... That was so lucky. Now that damage will be undone, so the building won't have been destroyed. But that was close. That was painfully close. What's our budget for the fire station? 100%. Well, I can't really do much better than that. How are we doing for health? Still only one sick person in the entire area. That's fine then. We're going to leave that budget where it is. Okay, we want a high school, but that is going to cost us 24 grand. It's also going to cost us 560 a week. We can afford that easily enough. It does produce enough student capacity for 1,000. Yes, that is what we're going to want next. So we're just going to need to pass a little bit of time. I'm thinking also, now that we've got that, we can probably start work on our agriculture. We'll start the agricultural area over here, I think. And again, we'll be going with a central one-way street. So, now, this is one of the things that I also mentioned that I liked more in SimCity 5 than this. Is whereas in SimCity 5, or was it? It could have been SimCity 4. You could have enormous fields, like agricultural areas that you just drew out the size the fields could have. That felt very organic, very normal. In this one, they kind of obey the same rules as shops and houses. They'll take a small footprint. You'll just have lots of individual tiny little farms with like 6 trees in their orchard. It just looks a little bit odd. It does look genuinely quite weird. Right, we're going to need to be able to see this. So, okay, that is the whole area over here. So we'll bring this out to about there. Curve it down. A bit of a normal curve there. Then straight roads. Yeah, you know what? We'll just make this a fairly uniform shape. But this is what I mean. You're not going to have huge fields in this area, at least that I've seen. I could be wrong. And if I am, I hope that becomes apparent soon. Because it is something that I do feel like, kind of dropped the ball there. Now, how wide is this? We'll try and maximize the room that we've got. By bringing this out to there. Then going for another curve. Around here. Actually, that's going to dig into that area. Let's try that again. So out to here. Out to there. There we go. And we have a straight line coming down here. And then straight down. Ooh. Actually, yeah, we'll just take this straight up. What do you mean space already occupied? I wish to connect to this road, damn it. Apparently it does not care. Just slightly off, apparently. Drat. Okay, so we need to bring all of this back 1 tile. Really? That is going to be remarkably annoying. Well, what I can do is actually work backwards. Well, usually. Yeah, there we go. Well, that's actually not right. Damn it. That is going to be really annoying to connect up to. I think I brought it up to there. I need to bring it up to here. We'll see if my calculations are correct. No, that's flat out in the wrong place. I need 2 further back. Can we get this in there? Nope, that is still wrong. It's because I'm using the wrong bloody curve tool. Go back to the straight one. There we are. And about there. Think there's where we need it. I think. Hopefully. Have we got it? Oh, we're now too short. Well, you know what? We can deal with too short. That too short is fine. It was just too long was the problem. There we go. Fantastic. There we are. Got a nice little agricultural area. We could perhaps have a few little roads, 2-way roads coming up like this. Just to give us a little bit more use out of this zone, but about there maybe. There we go. We won't worry about that a little bit in there. Right, we're going to want some power over here. Let's bring it up from... Let's bring it up from this industrial area. So bring it over to here. And then just in there like that. There we go. Now, this whole zone needs to be zoned for agriculture. So we want to paint in the zone, following the roads. And down, and across again. Paint it in. And this will be an agricultural zone. No, be an agricultural zone. There we go. Now, we need to name this zone. This zone shall be named... Rumpatrol. Rumpatrol. For Rumpatrol. There we go, Rumpatrol. Rumpatrol. The Rumpatrol Growery. Fantastic. Now, let's get down a lot of zoning in here. We want the zone to be like this for the most part. Every little bit used that we can. There we go. Fantastic. I mean, I could, I suppose, connect over here as well. There's a little part of me that's thinking maybe I should. And again, doing the same sort of thing. So, for example, bringing this up like that. And in more or less the same spot. Can I? Can I not? Ah, it won't let me. How disappointing. That means this whole road needs to go in order to line it up. Because I'm not going to have that all screw with. They're having a laugh. Alright, there we go. More groweriness for this area. Now, we're also going to obviously need water. And probably quite a lot of water, actually. That actually connects down fairly well. Now we'll follow the road. I guess, maybe. Doesn't really want to follow the road. That will annoy me. There we go. And we'll have just a little bit in there as well. Right, okay, let's see how the Rumpatrol Growery does. Hopefully it starts filling out quickly. There we go. Now, to cover what I just did, the zones... Agricultural zone, sun-soaked plants and fertile lands are ideal for agriculture and grazing. Considerably increased water consumption, slightly increased tax income, requires the natural resource fertile lands, which is, of course, renewable. Way to go, Mayor! In my opinion, yellow cornfields are much better site than dirty factories, cows, farming, more money! Hooray! We like more money! More money is good. Also more houses. Very good also. I could, I suppose, have some houses around here. I was going to reserve this area, but at the same time... No. We will actually have houses in these zones too. There we are. Fantastic. There we go. So that should give us a chunk more population. We are very close to our next milestone. I imagine this will actually push us over that milestone. Or at least I certainly hope it will. We've also got enough money for a new high school, which I will probably place in just a moment once these have all grown up. There we go. We are now a boom town. 2,200 population. We can now buy a new area. We've got access to transport. Public transport provides citizens and tourists with alternatives to private car use. Level 3 unique buildings and buses. We can now start the ore industry. We can start recycling policy or recreational use. Allow the recreational use of controlled substances attracts more tourists, but it also requires more public police presence in the area. Pardon me. Hiccups all over the place. Slightly increased tax income, moderately increased tourism, slightly reduced crime rate. Slightly reduced. It's saying I need more police, but it's got a reduced crime rate. Increased police budget by 15%. Oh, right, I see. Recycling, slightly reduced garbage accumulation, slightly reduced tax income as well. That's not so great. But now we have new roads. A cloverleaf intersection. We have the three-way intersection. We have a large roundabout. We have a highway and the highway ramp. We also now have access to a bus depot, a cemetery, and an advanced wind turbine. That is fantastic news for us. Unique buildings. Let's have a look at what we could have. Have I unlocked any? No. The Grand Mall, the tax office, the courthouse, the Colossal Orders office, and the official park. I'm not actually looking at how to unlock them. I don't care. If I unlock them, I unlock them. But I'm not going to guide myself towards it. The mayor has worked tirelessly, and now the regional government has passed a bill that allows for larger city territory. Yay! Also, we're starting to run out of water. No! We need more water budget. Up to 90%. Let's see if that sorts it out. Come on. There we go. Perfect. How's power? Power could be better. Now, let's have a look at these. Cost me 200 a week versus 80. Cost 12,000 a place versus 6,000. But can produce up to 20 megawatts versus 8. You know, that's not that bad. It's not that good either, really. But how would we do in terms of wind power? Oh, wow, really? Just flat out 20 megawatts out there. Okay, that's actually pretty good. But I think we'll use the last spot up here before we do that. There we go. And this one shall be named the Nameless Cookie Cutter. Because, you know, you throw a cookie dough up there like a long log of cookie dough, launch it at the wind turbine, and all of a sudden, perfectly sliced cookies, if the wind is blowing hard enough. There we are, Nameless Cookie. Named for Ricard Elite. There we go. Alright, let's get some more speed. We've got a load of new money. Fantastic. Money for everyone. Well, money for me. Okay, we want a high school next. And we want the high school around here, I would say. How about we place the high school nearish to the elementary school? Or we could have the high school somewhere down here, which would make these guys really happy to finally have a high school. But this is more of the family area, honestly. So I think we should have it up here. I'm going to put it over there, the opposite end of this road from the primary school. We'll plop it there. There we go. They should be pretty happy with that. There we are. The importance of schooling seems to have reached the local government. Learn for life, indeed. Now, we still have a... Well, actually, no, we're pretty good with the demands at the moment. So we'll just watch as this fills out. We've got a little bit of demand for more housing. Ooh. Some of these upgrading... Oh, they're upgrading to level 2. That's good, that's good. Some of them are level 2. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get many of them to level 3 yet for a little while. Oh, no, you're on your way to level 3. That's fantastic news. Fantastic news. How are we doing down here? Oh, they really don't have enough workers. Jobs available, 11. 516 workers, they need... Oh, they need flat out uneducated workers. They need some educated, but not many. I see. That's interesting. Flying car hoax. Thousands still waiting for hoverboard. Back to the Future. Well, it looks like we're going to be waiting for a little while, though we're getting a good little bit of income there. Garbage, not doing so grand. How about we increase the budget a little bit so we've got more garbage collection service. And you know what? It's been a long while. We're going to increase the budget of our medical center. There we go. Let's have a look at how things are doing. Land value, it's not too bad up here. It's not as good because it doesn't have access to all of these lovely facilities. Oh no! Deaths! No! Dead person is waiting for transport. They're not waiting for transport. That is the wrong way to put that. Power... Actually... We're just on the edge there. Garbage, 64%. We're going to wait until that's full before we do anything about it. Well, close to full. Like, probably 85%. We'll build another one at that point. Elementary school, 292 are eligible. The capacity is far too low. Oh no! Let's increase that then. It's time for you to have... Well, you know what? I'll give you 100% at this point. There we are. Let time pass just a little bit so that it realizes that I've done this. There we go. We're still teetering on the edge. We've got stupid amounts of capacity for the high school, though. Happiness, you're not happy. You mostly are. You're very happy because you've got all of these services nearby. Wind we don't need to worry about. Congestion, it's actually not too bad. The roundabouts are a little bit congested, but it's fine. At the moment, that we're not seeing traffic jams, we're just seeing high usage. I should change that. It's not that it's congested, it's just it's got a high amount of traffic. This, however, is flat out congested. There we go, that's better. But some of them are, it's just that a lot of cars have passed. Pollution is still relatively limited. It's good. Noise pollution is pretty atrocious in some places. We've got fire protection around here. It's not too bad. I'm not going to put smoke detectors there because they're just really far away from the fire department. Scallywaggery, still very low. I'm pleased. We may set up a bus stop soon. Oh, wow, so many dead people. As for population... Lots of old people here. A lot of people are going to die very soon, I imagine. Reasonable amount of old people here, mostly seniors. Young adults, mostly adults. Families. More families down here than anyone else. Very young population in this area. That doesn't surprise me since it was only just built. We are importing quite a lot of things. You guys are importing... Yeah, you're actually importing agricultural products. How about exporting? You're exporting agricultural products. Tourism, still not... Ooh. We've got a little bit of tourism. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright then, we need a cemetery. That much is quite clear. And... there are currently 35 deceased people waiting. I believe it's important for the young to understand the frailty of their existence. We are going to build... the cemetery up here. Also, this way they can like visit their dead relatives. Win-win situation. But how best to place this? Which way does this road go? That goes up. Well, if I place it here, it's going to be right on the junction, which is not good. If I place it here instead... Not sure that's a good place to put it. How about over here? Actually, this is a fairly good place to put it because it's got a couple of places it can turn off. So we'll have the cemetery right at the top there. That's quite nice. 8,000, but it'll be worth it. These guys are all going to be made a little bit more happy because there's no more urns on the mantelpiece. New cemetery is open because they've got access to a little bit more services, so that'll generally make them a bit more pleased. There's a weird smell coming from the apartment next door. What does a dead person smell like? Oh dear, we waited a little bit too long for that one, I feel. Right, let's check on the hearse. Hearses in use. 5 of 5. Yes, yes, I imagine they are. Right, well, let's come out of the view here and zoom down. Let's see if we can't spot any hearses. That is not a hearse. I don't see any hearses. Where are the hearses? You promised me hearses and I see no hearses. Oh, you scallywag, you lied to me. Is that a hearse? No, that's a cop car. We'll just have to lay in wait. We'll lay a trap for the hearse. It's going to have to come to one of these buildings soon. There was a death in a commercial building, my lord. Come on then, hearse. Is this a hearse? Yes. Load 10%. You gads. How many people can you fit in there? Each person is 10. They're stacking them up 10 high in the back of this hearse. My God. You said this was a place that would respect the dead. Egad, so many. Wow, there were a couple of dead people in there. Bloody hell. There were 5 dead people in that shop. What on earth were they serving in there? Let's see where else you go. Oh, back around in circles. Okay. You could have done that a little bit easier. I feel we need to hook you up with a good traveling salesman algorithm, honestly. Okay, well, I'm done watching you go around picking up people and stuffing them into every little tiny nook and cranny in your hearse. Ah, my lord. Right, there's no deceased stored there yet. But in time. We're starting to see quite a lot of the food factory delivering agricultural products to Baconeer. Wow, okay, we're going to follow you around, see where the Baconeer is. I must know this. What? Are you going? Oh, right, the Baconeer is probably in here. I see. Oh, now you're delivering beefcakes, Amy's baking company. Okay, well, that's actually pretty cool. Right, well, how are we doing down here? We've got a huge demand for more residential once again. So, I think we're going to continue with this area. But that is going to have to happen in the next episode, I think. We've got most things set up, though the last thing we should probably do is name the cemetery. In fact, we've got the high school to name as well. Ah, I'll name both of those in the next episode, actually. But that is it for me. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.